Hello, Excellencies, Ministers, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you can hear me. My picture is slightly blurred. I don't know if that has any effect, but I will carry on. I think you can hear me. Otherwise, I expect, Gunnar, that you will let me know. It's a real pleasure for me to co-host today's Blue Justice Conference, and I'm really sorry and disappointed that I couldn't meet all of you here in Copenhagen at the UN City today. We had really looked forward to getting together again following our conference a couple of years ago, and now that we had done a lot of work in the meantime. So apologies for that, but this is how it is. We have created, in cooperation with UNODC, the Norwegian Ministry of Trade, Industry and Fisheries, the Nordic Council of Ministers, and the North Atlantic Fisheries Intelligence Group, this Blue Justice Conference. I look forward to discussing with colleagues around the world the way forward towards fostering international cooperation and a sustainable and fair blue economy free from fisheries crime. UNDP has a broad focus and objective of supporting developing countries to strengthen resilience towards realizing the Sustainable Development Goals. The SDGs have a central role to play, protecting and promoting fundamental human rights, which is particularly pertinent on this day, which is the International Human Rights Day today. So it's a nice day to have this conference to underline how this is also an issue that touches upon human rights. Failure to effectively address or combat transnational crime in the fisheries sector leads to the inability of meeting a number of the SDGs. Today, more than ever, SDG 16 and its focus on peace, justice and inclusion are vital to safeguard rights across the entire SDG spectrum and make good on the commitment to leave no one behind. UNDP focuses on assisting countries programmatically and capacity development to this end, and UNDP's Blue Resilience Project under Norway's Blue Justice Initiative aims at supporting developing countries for effective governance response to addressing organized crime in the fisheries sector. Blue Resilience focuses particularly on supporting countries to realize the SDG Goal 16 of peace, justice, and strong institutions, which enables meeting all other SDGs, including SDG 14, which is life underwater. The goal SDG 16.4 is particularly relevant, namely combating all forms of organized crime, and the related SDG 16.5, substantially reducing corruption and bribery in all its forms. Yesterday, in fact, December 9th, was World Anti-Corruption Day, and efforts to reduce corruption globally are imperatives in all spheres of governance, including the fisheries sector. UNDP, through the Nordic Representation Office, which I head, has particular expertise in the sphere of governance, making it a natural home for the Blue Resilience Project. Specifically, UNDP has applied research expertise in the area of governance and the SDGs, and the project draws on the Oslo Governance Center in this regard, supported by the Norwegian government as well. UNDP, furthermore, has institutional expertise in designing and developing learning packages to support requesting states in capacity building. UNDP also works broadly on a wide range of ocean matters towards realizing the SDG 14, including ocean governance, diplomacy, anti-corruption efforts in the maritime sector, green shipping through the International Maritime Organization, the World Maritime Organization, and Maersk, private sector engagement, innovation and acceleration, and knowledge sharing. The objectives of the Blue Resilience projects are qualitative empirical research on global institutional cooperation models to be used to develop a learning package to support countries in effective governance and in addressing fisheries crime. The research phase is drawing to an end, The research team has conducted 27 interviews with experts in altogether 20 countries and 5 relevant institutions, and held experts consultation to validate findings. The findings will be presented by our lead researchers at a webinar later today at 15:30 CET. The next phase will be to use this knowledge to design and implement learning models to support interagency cooperation under this project. UNDP's relationship with Norway and the broader Nordic region in the areas of fighting fisheries crimes dates back to cooperation from 2017, where Nordic Fisheries Ministries signed a declaration against organized crime in the fisheries sector. In 2018, the Nordic office hosted the then Fish Crime Symposium at UN City in Copenhagen in cooperation with the Norwegian Ministries of Fisheries and other international partners. It was at this symposium that the Copenhagen Declaration was born, hence its name, with 8 ministers, including Norway, coming together to show cooperative support to address fisheries crime. Today, I hope to continue the momentum of those states supporting the Copenhagen Declaration and to encourage new states into the group of countries supporting the declaration. The Secretary General of the Nordic Council of Ministers is with us today, and she represents the Nordic Ministerial Declaration of 2017, which was the inspiration for the Copenhagen Declaration, and on which its provisions are modeled. So thank you for that inspiration. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Secretary General of the Nordic Council of Ministers, Ms. Paula Lehtomäki. Over to you.